States by Project Divert. And Sister Zita, your host. And today is June and it's the 12th. And we are here once again to talk about this wonderful project that our brother Brian has really invested a lot into. So my name is Sister Zita, and I am the founder of the Zita Circle Beginning. What do we do? Wow, glad you asked. What we do, we take care of women and children. We take care of women and children because we have noticed that there's increase in the number of women dying during childbirth and even children dying after they're being born. Unfortunately, because of these deaths are really preventable. And we have also noticed that some of the deaths that are occurring, or majority of the deaths that are occurring, they're happening among people that are kind of in the minority in our society. And given the technology, quality care that exists in the United States, we shouldn't be experiencing this kind of death among women and children. And so Jesus Healthy Beginnings has taken that challenge to make sure that we are educating our mothers better, that we are advocating for mothers and children, that we are supporting and encouraging and providing the care that women need both when they are pregnant, when they're ready to give birth to your babies, and even after they have babies. We help them, we support them, we protect them, we promote their health by bringing to our society the important need to support women, both in the families, in their communities, and in the world at large. And so that is what we're doing. I have done that globally. I have done it locally as well. I've done home visiting our vets. That was how I got really connected with our veteran families. I know that women give a lot, but I have also seen that even our veteran families go above and beyond to serve our communities, families, and our nation. So we really are very grateful, delighted to have this population of veterans that are really serving us, have served us, and are right now at that verge of really some of them taking their own life. Why? Because we are not paying back, we're not acknowledging. These are our brothers and sisters who are suffering. And Brian has really done a lot through finding Project Diamond to make sure that through this means we are supporting our veterans wherever they are, starting in the United States, providing facility that provides all their needs. And so I'm going to invite Brian to come and give us the weekly report of what he's been doing practically to promote this cause. Come on, Brian.
Hello, sister. Oh,
Hi, brother. How are you?
I'm tired but blessed. As people heard last week, we spent Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Springfield, Illinois at the Illinois Veterans of Foreign Wars State Convention. And we have the official announcement now that the Illinois Veterans of Foreign Wars Auxiliary President, Lynn Smith, has chosen Forward Operating Base Brush as her special project, which means for the next year, she will be raising funds for Forward Operating Base Brush through the Veterans of Foreign Wars Auxiliary. Now, that blessing is great, but we won't see that until this time next year. So this is where that everybody's donation is important. Becoming that
Right.
monthly patron is so important. That's our big praise report for the last weekend, but
That's the good news. Good news, yes.
but today I gotta make a special thing, because you know
Okay.
what today is, right? June 12th, right?
June 12th, yes.
Women's Veterans Day.
Day. Oh, wow.
So, all my
Wow.
sisters out there, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
You guys have been always unrecognized or under-recognized. As a medic, I recognize you guys all the time because you work with me. But these women step up and do what most men can't. I love them.
Absolutely.
Yep. So on top of that, we're still one bathroom away. That sneaky ADA bathroom. Got all the material, we're just trying to find really hard to get the volunteers together to come and get it done. But we're still plugging along. Our next big opportunity that we have next week on June 21st, we have the privilege of briefing Project Die Hard to the Kentucky Veterans Administration Committee. We'll be traveling to Frankfort, Kentucky to sit in a room and brief the politicians about our mission and asking for their help. This is why if you look at our Facebook page, our Instagram pages, our LinkedIn pages, we need letters of support. We need people to email us a letter. Now you gotta be willing to sign your name to it. To myvoice@projectdiehard.org. Telling the Kentucky Veterans Administration Committee to support Project Die Hard. That's very, 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 very important. I need a lot of those letters now. You know, so we can get them all in the information package that we're gonna give to these politicians. Rolling back to our VFW trip. I mean, it was just a whirlwind weekend. We met everybody from retired sergeant major of the Army all the way up to the head of the Illinois Veterans Administration. Yeah, it was a great weekend.
That's great. That is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. We're still moving forward. We're never gonna stop. I spent the morning with email campaigns of all the contacts I made this weekend. We got a few responses thus far. Things are looking good, but still be in prayer for us. You know, we will always take prayer first. In a nutshell, that's about our update, our praise report. Our need right now is a bus here in Paducah. So we need a church or somebody who has a bus to reach out to us. And if they're willing to help transport veterans of the area that want to travel with us to Frankfort, Kentucky next week, to lend their support to this mission, you know, we need their help.
Yeah. That is very important. And also, I mean, it's either people have the transportation or they can pay for the transportation.
Yeah.
these thoughts. Yeah. So that's a really great opportunity right there. And we're asking our friends, family, anyone in the community that feel touched to really support the veterans. Here is your opportunity to do that. You can pay their way. You have a car or you have a bus you want them to use, please go ahead and do so. We're all giving it forward. We are paying it forward. And collectively, we can help our veterans.
That's the big point. This whole weekend I was talking with veterans, right? The whole hotel was open for veterans, and I was hearing their horror stories and their complaints. But I had to go to a few of them and say, okay, brother, you remember the VFW, but when was the last time you attended a county meeting on Veterans Affairs or a state meeting on Veterans Affairs?
Mm-hmm.
When did you step up and say, hey, I love that they volunteer with the VFW, that's great, they're doing a part. But it's gonna take a lot more of what we're doing. We gotta bring this veteran suicide to a head. Okay,
Yeah.
We're done studying it. We don't need to study it
Right.
anymore. I'm writing up my bullet points for this and doing some research. Yeah. Veteran suicide is 1.5%. A veteran is 1.5 times higher to die by suicide than a civilian.
Wow.
And the veterans between 18 and 34 in the past 5 years has had a 95.3% increase in veteran suicide from that age bracket.
Yeah, that's critical. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, this is why we need, we have this great opportunity to go sit in the state capital of Kentucky and talk to these politicians and say, hey, this is a problem.
Right.
We have the fix, but we need your help to do it.
Absolutely. Yes.
Now, I understand we have a guest coming on sooner. Here she is. She's just not connected yet.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I will let you, do you know her person?
No, I don't. No.
Okay, well, Emily does. And, well, let's just bring her on. Well, hello, lady.
Nice to meet you, Brian. Nice to meet you, Peter.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, running from one meeting to another.
Well, I'm gonna let you
Oh,
take it over.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh,
Who?
I think it's breaking. I can't really hear.
There's a little bit of an accent.
Can you hear us?
Hi, Peter.
Wow.
Function check. Everybody check your mic, check your speakers.
Yeah. Can everyone hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, Arisa, speak so we can hear you. Hello, Arisa, we need you to speak. We can't hear you.
Yeah, because I was in the middle of something.
You, okay.
We can hear you now.
Oh, hi, nice to be here.
Okay,
Thank you.
Zeta, I'm gonna let you take it over. Zeta is the host of the show. I just give my update. Cause I have to go now to another meeting. So I will let you guys talk. And do great things for my brothers and sisters. Zeta, thank you for everything you do, and I will talk to you all later.
All right, Brian. Uh-huh. Thank you. How do you pronounce your first name, dear?
Aurika.
Ulrika. Okay. Nice to meet you, Ulrika.
Nice to meet you, Dita.
Thank
I
you.
hear good things about this project.
Okay.
What is your, how are you related with the project?
Say that again.
How are you
Sorry,
related?
it's breaking up.
Oh, how are you related with the project?
Wow, it's breaking up. Emily, can you help us here, please? I can't hear you.
Yeah. Okay, Zeta, she was asking how you're connected with this whole project.
Say that again, Emily.
She was just wondering how you're connected with this whole project. You're connected with Project Die Hard.
Oh, the Project Die Hard?
Yeah, she just wanted to know
Oh,
how you're
Project
connected.
Die Hard. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks for asking. So, I am the founder.
Now I'm losing you. You are muted. I don't hear you anymore.
So, oh, that's Zeta here. Let me. So, Zeta. Is connected with her interest in veterans, as well as helping out with kind of being a helping kind of being a host of the show here. But anyway, how's life in your world today, Arika?
Just my desire is to tell people about our desire to start the fundraising for the veterans, because I admire what you guys are doing. And as I was going over my business and over my products which help people to improve their hydration, I was thinking that is a good product for the veterans, because when they are moving in their houses and they are coming from their operation, then they have a lot of illnesses, and this good water is helping them to improve their health. And where their health is better, their hydration is better, they're willing to live much better and retire, and they can share with friends, and they can use this good water for their well-being. But in the meantime, I was thinking when I was looking to the business project, this can be a seed for fundraising. And if people are interested to join our group in this fundraising, they are welcome to come to any Tuesday night to event.auditawater.com register and learn how they can be part of this project. I have been working with elderly for 25 years, and I worked for more than 8 years with a nonprofit organization. And I know how important it is to be part of the helping people who need our help. And we are so blessed to be able to do something in our life which is meaningful and which can help others. I think it's very important. I was helped in my life with a big issue with my son, and I want to do that.
Hello, Emily, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
I
you.
can just. I can hear you, Dita.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I don't know what happened. I got disconnected.
It happens. This is the new technology.
Sorry, yeah, I know. So you were asking me how I got to the Project Diehard, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I am the founder of Vita's Healthy Beginnings, and what we do is that we take care of women and children, trying to reduce the incidence of maternal and infant mortality here in the United States and elsewhere in the world. Right now, we're in Nigeria, and we know that some of the, in fact, most of the causes of this maternal and infant death just preventable. And with the high technology that we have invoked right now, especially in the Western world, should be able to take care of the situation. Unfortunately, that's not happening. So what we are doing is doing more of education, advocacy, and letting supporting women in any way we could, and supporting them through finding doulas through that means that I have come to know our veteran families. So I have done home visiting, seeing, how they live in their own homes. And I have seen that I'm a nurse and a midwife, in case you're wondering. So, and that was, and I've worked in different, settings of healthcare, including public health. And that was how I got the opportunity to do home visiting and to accompany pregnant women and their children. So, so in that whole ministry, I recognize the sacrifice women veterans and families, are doing, trying to ensure that we have safety, we enjoy freedom in this country, and also when these people need help, I felt that this is a time for us to give it, pay it forward. So part of my own paying it forward to the veteran families is by volunteering to do this host, hosting the podcast for Project Diehard. So that's how, in a nutshell, that's how I got to know Project Diehard. And actually, it was Brian working with COT, Ross COT. I'm sure you know about, COT. Yeah, so COT and it's Brian, we're actually looking for someone to really
I met, yeah,
so
when
that's
I
my
met
own
her,
process as well.
when I met her, I knew this is a good cause. And I say, if I can help
Right.
in some way, he's so into to help people and disabled and veterans need a lot of help. And with my help and my knowledge and the way I can train people to work and to promote this hydration, it's a very large way can help them. We can help with extra funds, but we can help with the great water, which can improve their health. And also they can learn the skill to help somebody else, and then they become important for the society. And when you have a goal and you have a reason to live, you don't want to die.
Right, absolutely.
It's good to
Yes.
have people around them and to know we support them and we love them and we want to help them to have
Mhm,
some self-sufficient.
mhm, yeah.
Important. It's not about giving them a glass of water. It's about giving them a reason and a way to
Mhm,
feed
mhm.
themselves.
Value, value, yes, yes.
So
Yeah.
I said I am here and I invite people to visit me on Tuesday night to event Aurika Water that comes together, and then I can talk to people and I can explain them how we can become a group which can help this organization, and we can extend our help because you feel so good when you have somebody. And
Mhm,
when you see
Right.
somebody took advantage of your teaching, of your donation, of your love for them.
mhm, mhm.
They
That's
need,
right, that's right.
they
Yeah.
need everything, you know.
Oh,
They-
yeah. Oh,
I,
yeah.
I am working, I have 25 years working with elderly and I see people, I work with people with dementia, which are pretty difficult, you know. But when they feel the love, they are happy.
So true, so
So
true,
what,
yeah.
all what you want is to give your life, love and your smile and your desire to help and to receive their, to learn about their potential and see how much need, how much help they need.
Mhm,
And it's just a way.
Yeah.
Can you hear a noise?
Yeah, I can. Is
Give me a
that
second.
okay? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I have a alarm. Hi, sir. I just praise you.
Are you okay? Is everything okay?
Who are you asking, me or?
I'm asking our research. He just
I'm
got
okay.
up. Okay, great.
Okay, I stopped the alarm. I had just the alarm will start at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so Rita, I would like you to just to share with our audience, what you do. I know you've talked about it, and casually. But can you tell us, what is driving you in doing what you're doing, how you got connected to Project Diamond?
I am working recently for the last 25 years. I have an economic background, but after I moved to the United States 25 years ago, I wanted to use the meaningful business and I love elderly very much. So I create an assisted living for senior, and I was thinking I will be so happy to give them a happy and fulfilling life for the senior age. But then I realized, and if you are a nurse, you know, the age is not easy. So I start getting older and I start having health issues. So I talked with the doctor. I said, what happened? What happened? All my clients have the same medication. All my clients have issue with the joint, with the blood pressure. And he told me, oh, they are getting old. And I wasn't happy because I still wanted to serve my clients. And I wasn't happy, so I went and I talked with an osteopathic doctor. And he opened my eyes about the fact we are not sick, we are thirsty. And they said people in their life neglect drinking water. And lately on, when I start dealing with the water and I try to convince the people for the good hydration, I realized a lot of people say, oh, I don't drink water. And that is kind of bring us to that aging, which is pretty hard. We cannot enjoy the grandchildren, we don't enjoy the years because we are just vegetarian or wheelchair. So that osteopathic doctor recommended me to buy an alkaline water machine and to put in the kitchen and give to my clients and drink myself alkaline water and alkalize our body. So what happened after a few months, my health was improved. I was radiant, my energy was back. I was able to serve my clients again. And my clients was, the skin was improved. And their children and their family said, what did you do with my mom? And I think I just changed the water. I just used it as water. They, I want one machine, I want one machine. And suddenly people start, I kind of built a second business. And after COVID,
I think
started,
you're cutting there. Yeah.
oh, you don't hear me?
No, it was breaking up. It was like muffling a little bit.
Oh, I didn't do anything. I didn't talking. I never left.
No, you're still
Can you
doing
hear me?
that.
Can you hear me now? Whatever. After I start going on
Okay.
after I start going on networking, because I saw the benefits. I said the entrepreneurs which are on networking have to learn about dehydration. And then I met people like her, which are so into and helping. I said, I can do something to help people. And we decided, we thought, they told me about projects I had. And when I came to the United States, for me, being homeless was something very painful. I don't think you can consider a way to live when you have no roof. So I think this goal of the project to build construction for veterans is very noble. So then I say, sir, we can build a fundraising thing around a machine, and we can help the construction, and then we put the machine in their kitchen, and we will help to improve their health. And if they will like to become distributors, they will be able to build a future life with a machine. So it's a project which long project. It's a long time. We can continue working with them. And I think the cause is very noble. And I will be very proud to, I'm dreaming to see this project. So really, I'm dreaming. I know it's possible. And I just, I'm willing to have people around which will embrace the idea, and
Right.
we will be able to be years to come to continue working for this veterans, because we cannot change the world, but we can change 10, 20 people, and it's still a big deal. So that is my desire, and I invite people to come
Yeah.
to my event and talk about the project, and I will explain more how the project is working and how they can be part of this project, because it's important. I see
part
that
of it.
people make the dream work during the day. So,
Work. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. That's
teamwork.
great.
It's a teamwork, and I
Yeah,
am willing
yeah.
to teach people to, I have 10 years since I am working in these schools, and I know how we can develop and how we can provide funds for diehard, and we can help this organization to increase the speed of building the facility, and we will be happy to see the veterans moving there.
Mhm. Yes.
That would be a great step, and will make me very happy.
Mhm. Good, good. So now, where do you live?
I'm in California right now,
Oh, okay. What part of California?
Orange County.
Orange County. Okay. Okay.
And-
Oh, that's
and-
cool.
Yeah, I'm living in Orange County. It's a very nice place to be.
Yeah, that's good. That's really great. So how long have you been doing that?
For about the last 10 years, I'm doing it, alkaline water. I'm doing
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, so who would be a typical customer? I mean, like you, I'm sure you have been, doing that for a long time now. You must have some customers. So who are your typical customers within California or the
No, it's global.
global? Okay.
The
Okay.
business is global and people are willing. We are working too much in computer.
Okay, okay. So you're doing online. business.
Everything is online.
Online, okay.
Everything is
Got it.
online. So
got
it's
it.
fine and it's all over the world. So we
Uh-huh.
can do Charles is a good advertiser. So he will
Mhm,
invite people to my meeting on Tuesday night. And
mhm,
then we will train the people how they can improve the family life when they buy a machine, but how they can improve the die-hard funding when they buy a machine. So
mhm,
it's
yeah.
a win-win situation.
Yeah, sure, sure.
I have promoted that on the social media. I have a good water club where I bring people interested in drinking good water. And I do the promotion and I try to educate people regarding the benefits of hydration. And the hydration is very good for improving the entire health, but especially probably when we are talking about veterans, improving the mental health, will help them a lot
Mhm,
if they will have the machine in the kitchen.
right, right. Absolutely. That's great. That is so good. So, in your business, what have you really found to be more profitable, in promoting the, healthy hydration and specifically using the machine you're talking about?
It's very important to promote the hydration, but at the same time, you promote the green lifestyle and you promote the protection of the environment. Because when you have the machine, you eliminate the bottled water. And when you have the machine, you have one of the water machine that finds kind of water. And one of the water is used to clean the fruit and vegetables which are coming in the house and you eliminate the pesticide from them. And also I have the water for cleaning, which I don't use any chemicals to clean the house. Everything is done with the water. So it's benefits from health, from eliminate anxiety of toxin, and at the same time you improve the environment because you eliminate the water. So the benefits
Good.
are really very toward the health of our body, and that makes me happy when I know a new family took advantage of this machine.
Right, right. Oh, yeah, I totally agree with all you said. And actually, being the health profession, I know what that means for everybody, and when we talk about veterans, we know what it means for someone who is just there, enjoying the comfort of their own homes, not able to hydrate enough. So when you think of people who are really fighting like 24/7, you can imagine how dehydrated they will be because when we think of the environment, under which they are operating, and you think of the other stuff that gets at them. And of course, they are focusing on this, trying to defend all of us, trying to provide that security the least thing they'll be thinking about is to drink, knowing the consequences sometimes. And most times it's not even available. It's not readily available for them to really drink to their satisfaction or even to the satisfaction of their body. So that poses a lot of issues, like you rightly, said, and that it has a long time impact. And some of the repercussions people are having right now is as a result of not getting enough water. And none of us, honestly, none of us can really boast of hydrating well. None of us can. But it's even worse when people have other distractions or when they cannot get the right water to drink, to really replenish whatever it is that your body needs. And it becomes a challenge and ends up being a critical health challenge that has sad consequence because a lot of people have really lost their lives through dehydration, especially in children, when you cannot even say what it is or they cannot tell you what it is that they're going through, depending on the adults among them to help them to hydrate. And then we talk about this population of the veterans who have really been there, done that, suffered to provide security for us, but they have not have the luxury of taking care of themselves. So here we are talking about how to support them and not only supporting them, yes, you said not just hydrating them, but also giving them that opportunity to make a living out of it, if they desire.
We'll give a good water when they come home, they will be able to recuperate. And even if their illness is not based by dehydration, at least they have opportunity to check an element is so easy to replace. So I think it's a good investment and it's a good thing to do for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, right at the beginning, I think it's close to a year now when we started talking about Project Dashboard. Claude and I and Brian, we did talk about it because I also do Kangen. I'm connected to the same source as you, the Kangen machine. I have it, I use it myself. I've been using it for the past 2 years and I have seen the difference, so absolutely. And we talked about how we can even help people, especially this population we are talking about, how that can really help them to improve their health and improve the health of their families and communities. So I'm so glad that you're here today talking about the same thing. So now, see if Kat has any, contributions to make this wonderful conversation we're having here.
Oh, yes, you two got my wheels turning. Many thoughts are spiraling around, so it's a matter where I'm going to start. So let me start with, I am excited about the, Kangen water system and the company Enagic coming into the business that we're doing here. We know, Zita, that with, the nonprofit that you founded, Zita's Healthy Beginnings, you also have a community hope farm that is out there in Nigeria that is there for some of the social benefit that you're instrumenting out there. And we know with the Kangen water system that when we're looking at farming and crops, that there, we are showing a benefit to what can be there for vegetables and so forth that are getting hydration through the Kangen water system as well. And, with our veterans, I also look in the aspect of, sleep, for me, the thriving in life physically comes from, water source, nutrition, obviously physical exercise, we talk about diet and exercise, and then, sleep. These are the indicators that I build from to kind of look at how we're feeding and fueling how we thrive. And we know that when we're talking about, veteran suicide and suicide ideation that could overlap with, some things of insomnia and stuff like that. So I think that it really is a linkage here that when we talk about, like at the Ford Operating Base Rush, where we have it as a retreat center, an extended stay place for veterans and their families. And then, kind of what are we providing at that location? It's the first one of its kind, in McCann, Illinois. And we have the, Kangen water system there, and then when there are people visiting that site for the work that we're doing, and we're going for top quality water that we are providing, I think that is so great, and to look at what we might be able to do as food fare and as sleeping facilities and, stuff like that. It all fits together because I think when, we provide great accommodation and, we really have great hospitality, in the place that we're offering to stay. I think that is really showing our veterans, that, we're just not kind of responding. We're just not, getting by with what we're doing, that we're giving them our best. That's what I'm looking for in this is, where are indicators that when we reach out across the country and around the world to say, who's all going to support the mission and help us do what we're aiming to do here? Who's in it that agrees that our veterans deserve our best? And so, again, that brings me back to Kangen and Enagic and working with both of you. To me, this is all tying together. And we know that we are all were able to connect through the great work of Edwin, our Chief Happiness Officer from the Happy Neighborhood Project. Orica came in here in the best timing we could provide because she was also at the co-host posting party, with our mentor Kathy Weaver, who is also, helping us maximize what we're doing with Kangen and with Enagic. So, I really see this as, a great opportunity because Zita, we've talked about water source and we've thought about it for, our friends in Africa and so forth. But I think it's something to look at with our veterans. I've heard a lot of topics over the last 20 years about veterans, but you two bring something that is a unique way to help fill the gap because, when you look at veteran suicide is just way out of control. We don't even have our minds around what we need to do to start bringing the numbers down. We've been trying for 20 years. For 2 decades, we've been trying. And we just have not figured out how to bring the numbers down. And so I think we need this type of creativity, innovation, and, not being afraid to contribute, to throw in and say, you know what, this is a way we can take care of our veterans. Let's just move forward. Let's take care of our veterans. Let's make them happy. Let's make them healthy. Let's favor their bodies because, the saying is our bodies are our temple, and if we're taking these water glasses and we're putting, water that is substandard, if that's what we're giving our veterans to refresh themselves when they could be having water from the Kangen system, we weigh our options. And so I love that we have Kangen water option here. And Orica, you do like Tuesday sessions?
Yeah, every Tuesday at 6 o'clock Pacific time. It's event auricawater.com register. And register and come and we will talk more about that. And I will talk with the people how when they actually contribute and want to put in the house Kangen water machine, they make a great entire family because each of them will benefit from them. But in the same time, they become part of this group who contribute for the organization to increase the speed on building the construction and to able to help the veteran because the project can keep going after we build this building. So I invite all your friends. I am happy Gita is aware about the benefits of having the machine so she can confirm whatever I said. And I was thinking long about all the benefits veterans can have for themselves, for their family, and having the good hydration improve their health. And I am sure when you are healthy, you are happy. That is the good.
I think you're breaking up. I'm not sure if you're still talking, but it's breaking up.
I keep
Sorry, you were breaking out there, so I'm not sure if you were still talking or.
I stopped talking right now. I didn't want to talk, so I just because I know they are looking to reduce the suicide numbers of suicide, and any good idea can be welcome, and we try to do the best as we can, the best we can, and to help and to encourage the people to stay healthy and to recuperate after the hard times when they serve out of country and they are fighting for our freedom. So I think it's a great cause, and I am very happy I met her, which I love him because he's just trying to help everybody. And as I told you, Gita, long time ago, I was helped with my son. I had a very great help, and I just want to be back.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We are paying it forward. So.
We do that. Yeah.
And yeah. So yeah, we're glad you're here, and our audience are getting good information about staying hydrated. And especially this time of the year, everybody knows what it means during summertime. People are outdoors playing, and sometimes we forget to drink. So this is a good opportunity also to remind us that with summer comes an increase in dehydration. And even a lot of hospitals really get admissions this time in good numbers. And pretty much what causes some of the symptoms people take to the hospital, it's nothing but dehydration. And some of them don't even believe it. And the only way to believe it is, they get there and they're being given probably lethal infusion, and you see them poking up. And you're like, yeah, that's what it is. You can still drink that.
I am taking care of elderly. I have in my house 6 ladies, and many times they are sick only because dehydration. Even if I have water in my house, but they really doesn't want to drink.
Yeah.
Because even the rest of the population, even if they have and they know, being busy, being involved in everything, they don't have time to drink water or think about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
That is so true. Yeah. So yes.
Teach the people to do that.
Yeah. And we know young people, especially I talk to young women. I'm like, you really have to take care of your body. And taking care of your body, one of the ways to do that, very simple, is just to drink good clean water. And you won't believe how important that is, and what it does to you now that you're young and when you get older, because whatever we do when we're young, we get some of those that the feedback tells you once you start getting older. So one of the things we need to do that is very easy to and simple, although it's not easy for most of them younger folks, is to drink water. Some of them are so scared of water. I don't know why. And I'm not sure if you're finding that also in your own practice. But many people, many young people don't want to drink water. Most of them prefer to drink soda and that thing or coffee. And that thing, that's the same thing as water. It's in a liquid form, but that does not guarantee hydration. In fact, some of the drinks that people are taking, they cause dehydration.
And
So,
the problem is a lot of young children already start drinking soda, a lot of soda.
yes, absolutely.
So unhealthy. And you know, if you are working with mothers and children,
Mhm.
that things is happen and it's so dangerous for the children because soda is chemical and they
Mhm.
stimulate all the chemicals in the body and it's so hard to clean their body of all the toxins that are in their body. So
Right,
it's
right.
a good process to educate people to drink water. But we are doing our part, so we try to understand and they will
I
become,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. It's hard. It is hard. I agree. And what I say some when I do home visiting or talking to my moms, what I say is that the reality is some of these kids are already watching, all the adverts and how intriguing that is. But what you can do, some of them you can't just stop them. But what you can do, if you can really increase the liquid by adding more water, not only that they can get water in themselves, but it can also it's more economic because then they're not going to finish a bottle at a sitting when you add more water to it. So we're trying to tweak it in a way that works for the families because I know it's a challenge, raising kids this day and age with all that is coming at them and all that is coming at families. It's not easy. Parenting at this point is challenging, but we have to figure out a way that suits everybody, and really prevents everybody from getting dehydrated because with dehydration comes all kinds of ailments. So thank you so much for coming. And I don't know if our brother Brian is gonna come back or to close us out. I'm not sure. Kat, do you have any ideas if he's coming? Emily, um, are we gonna have Brian come back?
I would say it looks like not. We're basically in the final minute of our live here in our recordings. So I would say the three of us can go ahead and say our goodbyes and welcome. And but Zita, before we close, go ahead and welcome the audience to your great show tomorrow, the World of Women. What's that all?
Oh yeah, yeah. So yes, yeah. Like you, Arinka, I do podcast. You're the different meeting you do, but I do podcast. It's World of Women podcast. Wow, podcast, and we've been doing this now for a year and 6 months, and it's been going very well. What do we do there? We try to invite women and men and invite speakers, people who really love and wish to educate women on how to take care of themselves as well as take care of their community and family. On the steps to take to really explore other opportunities that will really help them to raise kids in a very healthy way, and also take advantage of any other opportunity that they have that can help them as they juggle life and juggle family. So we invite people to come. It's every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and it takes between 45 minutes and an hour. Arika, if you feel like it, you can also come to talk to us about it. We can have enough of education on hydration. I'm telling you, you can talk about it all year round, and you still cannot exhaust it because really it is very fundamental to our human, physical and even spiritual being for us to stay hydrated. So
Thank you.
I'm glad you're here today. Thanks for coming, and hopefully we'll see you in the future.
Thank you very much for having me. It was a pleasure to meet you, and we keep working together. Was nice to meet you.
Sure.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.